Be me, 33F, CEO and founder of Nexus Interactions, boutique digital marketing agency located in the trendiest part of the city. Office is a converted warehouse, neon sign behind the reception desk. Disrupt the narrative. Technically, I founded this place 3 years ago. The seed money came from my father's angel investment fund, his retirement account, but I don't talk about that. Doesn't fit the self-made disruptor brand I've carefully curated on LinkedIn. I have 22 employees. Culture is everything to me. We don't have managers, we have leads. We don't have problems, we have growth opportunities. We don't have deadlines, we have milestone horizons. It's exhausting keeping up the terminology, but it's essential for the vibe. Lately though, the vibe is off. I've been reading a lot of theory on corporate matriarchies. Decided that the traditional agency model is too aggressive, too linear, too masculine. So I've been implementing holistic feedback loops. Basically, if an idea doesn't resonate emotionally, we don't do it. Doesn't matter what the data says. Data is a construct, usually skewed by the patriarchy anyway. I feel like I'm really breaking ground here, but there's a resistance, a quiet, brooding resistance coming from the back corner of the office, the strategy and tech department. The bane of my existence is William, 34M, senior strategist. Been here since day one. He's competent, I'll give him that. Knows SQL, Python, handles all the back-end API integrations, runs the ad spend models, but his energy is just wrong. He wears grey hoodies and looks at spreadsheets all day. Never participates in Wellness Wednesdays. Never shares his emotional weather report during the Monday stand-up. Just says sunny with a chance of deployment. Every single time. It's passive-aggressive. And he has these two minions, Luke, front-end dev, and Brian, data analyst. They form this little triangle of silence in the back, headphones on, typing furiously, occasionally chuckling at something on a screen I can't see. It makes me insecure. Like, what are they laughing at? Probably me. Probably the holistic approach. I decided last month that their silence is a power play. By withholding verbal affirmation, they are creating a hostile environment for the female creatives. It's a theory I'm working on for a Medium article. Monday morning. The big day. Project Glow Up. New organic skincare client. VC-backed. Huge budget. This is the campaign that puts us on the map. I walk into the conference room wearing my oversized power blazer. Thrifted, but tailored. Cost $400. Holding my matcha latte. Emma, social media lead, is there. Grace, HR culture lead, is there. Sam, art director, is there. And the boys. William, Luke, Brian, sitting at the far end of the table. Laptops open, not making eye contact. I clap my hands. Okay, everyone, let's ground ourselves. Take a deep breath. I wait while Emma and Grace close their eyes and breathe. William types something. I ignore it. The vision for Glow Up is radical. I start. I pull up the mood board. It's beautiful. Lots of grain, soft focus, abstract shapes, text that is barely legible. Photos of women looking away from the camera, looking sad but beautiful. We aren't selling moisturizer, I announce. We are selling the absence of need. The campaign is called Empty. We show no product, no bottles, no prices, no benefits, just the mood. The consumer will project their own desires onto the void we create. Emma gasps, Emily, that is so brave. It challenges the capitalist notion of transaction, Sam adds, nodding vigorously. I feel the warmth in my chest. This is leadership. This is vision. Then, the sound of a throat clearing. Dry, scratchy, irritating. It's William. He hasn't looked at the mood board once. He's looking at a projection of a spreadsheet on his laptop. Emily? I stiffen. Yes, William? Do you have some energy to share? I have some numbers, he says, voice flat, monotone, robot-like. I ran A/B tests on the soft launch concepts over the weekend. I tested the abstract/mood creative against a control group using standard product/benefit creative. He turns his laptop around. Charts. Ugly, red and green bars. The abstract ads. Your concept. Have a CTR. Click-through rate of 0.1%. Bounce rate on the landing pages, 95%. People click, don't see a product, get confused and leave. The product ads, showing the bottle and the price, have a 4.2% CTR and a 3% conversion rate. He looks me in the eye. If we go with the empty campaign, we will burn the entire Q3 ad budget $50K in 2 weeks with near zero ROI. The client needs sales to secure their Series B funding. This strategy will destroy them. Silence in the room. Heavy, thick silence. I look at Emma. She looks worried. I look at the chart. It's objectively true, but it feels aggressive. It feels like an attack. Not on the idea, but on me. On my intuition. On my authority. He didn't sandwich the feedback. He didn't say, I love the creativity, but he just dropped the data like a bomb. I feel the heat rising in my neck. My fight or flight activates. I choose fight, but the corporate, HR-approved version of fight. William, I say, keeping my voice terrifyingly calm, I'm going to stop you there. We talked about this last quarter. You are focusing entirely on linear, short-term metrics. You are prioritizing capitalism over connection. William blinks. I'm prioritizing the client not going bankrupt. And there it is, I say, pointing a manicured finger. That tone. Defensive. Dismissive. You are gaslighting the creative team. You're trying to dominate the space with facts because you're uncomfortable with the ambiguity of high-level art. William looks around the room, looks at Luke. Luke is staring at the table, intently studying the grain of the wood. William sighs, a long, audible exhale. It's not gaslighting, Emily. It's math. 0.1% is less than 4.2%. That's not an opinion. Stop. I slam my hand on the table. You are invalidating my lived experience as a founder. You are making the room feel unsafe for creative exploration. Grace, please make a note of this interaction. Grace is typing furiously on her iPad. Noted, she whispers. Microaggression via data weaponization. William looks like he's about to speak, then stops. He looks at me, really looks at me, and something in his eyes changes. It goes dead. The little spark of, I give a damn, just vanishes. Okay, he says. You're the CEO. Do the abstract campaign. I'll set up the ad sets exactly as you described. Thank you, I say, smoothing my blazer. Let's try to keep the energy collaborative moving forward, okay? We're a family here. The meeting ends. I feel triumphant. I stood up to the patriarchy. I defended the art. I go to my office and post on LinkedIn. Leadership isn't about following the numbers. It's about trusting your gut when the world tells you to conform. #girlboss, #disrupt, #visionary. Get 50 likes in 10 minutes. Dopamine hit secure. Wednesday, I call William into my office for a one-on-one. Grace is there as a witness. I have a document prepared. A formal performance improvement plan, PIP. William sits down. He looks tired, bags under his eyes. Probably from staying up late playing video games or whatever tech bros do. William, we need to address the toxicity from Monday, I say softly. I feel like you aren't aligning with our core values of empathy and flow. William stares at the wall. I was doing my job, Emily. Strategist. Strategy involves risk assessment. It's not about what you did, it's about how you did it. Grace chimes in, using her soft HR voice. It felt very combative. It created a barrier. We need you to work on your soft skills. The goal of this PIP is to reduce abrasive language and practice active listening. From now on, before you critique an idea, I want you to find 3 positive things to say about it, and I want you to frame all feedback as I feel statements, rather than the data says statements. William looks at the PIP, reads the bullet points. 1. Smile more in meetings. 2. Do not interrupt the creative flow with technical constraints. 3. Use inclusive language. He looks up. A weird, calm smile spreads across his face. It's not a happy smile. Understood, he says. I will comply fully. I will not be a barrier. I will only support the vision. He signs the paper. Didn't even argue. Walks out. Grace and I high-five. That went so well, she squeals. He really hurt us. I think we're seeing a breakthrough, I say. This is the power of corrective coaching. Fast forward 2 weeks. The office is different, strange. It's quiet. I mean, really quiet. The tech corner, William, Luke, Brian, used to be noisy. Arguments about spaghetti code versus clean architecture. Debates about the best mechanical keyboards. Luke asking Brian if he wants to get tacos. Now, dead silence. Whenever I walk by, they minimize their windows, or they just stare ahead. I send a Slack message to the dev channel. Hey guys, how's the glow up landing page coming? Need those good vibes? Luke replies instantly. Completed per specifications, live on staging. No emojis, no gifs, no, you got it boss, just compliance. I tell myself this is respect. They finally fear me. They finally understand the hierarchy. I am the queen bee, and the hive is humming. Launch day for Glow Up, the empty campaign. We spent $15,000 on the launch party alone, rented a rooftop bar, invited influencers who demanded free product and $500 appearance fees. The client, Brenda, is there. She's a nervous woman, invested her life savings plus the VC money. Emily, I'm worried, she says, clutching a glass of champagne. My investors are watching the metrics like hawks. If we don't hit 2.5 ROS return on ad spend in week 1, they might pull the plug. I squeeze her hand. Brenda, darling, trust the process. Women don't want to be sold to. They want to be seen. This campaign sees them. The sales will follow the emotion. She nods, looking unsure, but I dazzle her with buzzwords until she goes away. Midnight hits. Campaign goes live. Ads start running on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I go home feeling electric. I check the site on my phone. It looks amazing. Just a blurry photo of a sad girl in a field. Text. What are you missing? No button. You have to scroll down to find a tiny link that says Discover. So mysterious. So chic. Next morning, I stroll into the office at 11 a.m. CEO privilege, expecting champagne and confetti. The office is silent. Emma is at her desk, biting her nails. Grace is hiding in the meditation pod. I walk over to the tech corner. William is sitting there, hands folded on his lap, staring at the dashboard on the big screen. I look at the screen. Traffic. 50,000 visitors. Great. Ad spend. $8,000. Already? Bounce rate. 99.8%. Conversions. 0. Sales. $0. I blink, rub my eyes, look again. 0. Not even a pity purchase from someone's mum. What is this? I ask, my voice trembling slightly. Is the tracking pixel broken? William spins his chair around slowly. He is smiling that weird, calm smile. I check the pixel, Emily. It is firing correctly. Then why aren't they buying? Well, he says, I feel like the customer journey is perhaps too abstract for the current market sentiment. I feel that the lack of a buy now button above the fold is creating friction. But mostly, I feel that people don't know what we are selling. I stare at him. He's using the I feel statements. He's following the PIP. William, fix it. I snap. Change the landing page. Put the product on there. Put a big button that says buy now. William shakes his head gently. I would love to, Emily, but that would require a change in creative direction. And per my PIP, I am not allowed to dominate the creative space or invalidate your vision. Your vision was the void. If I add a button, I am filling the void. I don't want to be aggressive. I can't believe it. He's weaponizing my own policies against me. I turn to Luke. Luke, you do it. Just code a button in, right now. Luke looks up, eyes wide and innocent. I can't, Emily. That wasn't in the sprint planning meeting on Monday. You said unauthorized scope creep creates anxiety for the project managers. I have to protect the team's mental health. I can add it to next week's sprint? Next week, I scream, we are burning $1,000 an hour. Do it now. I need a ticket, Luke says calmly. Please submit a ticket in Jira. Once it's approved by creative and copy and legal, I'll start. I look at them. The three of them, they are unmovable objects. They are watching the building burn and refusing to hold the hose because I told them the water pressure was too masculine. Fine, I yell. Emma, do you know how to use WordPress? Emma looks terrified. I know how to post blogs? Good enough. Log in and add a button, Emma tries. She breaks the CSS. The whole site turns into a wall of error text. Now we aren't even showing the art, just 404 fatal error. I have to call the client. She screams so loud I have to hold the phone away from my ear. She pulls the account immediately, demands a refund on the retainer, threatens legal action for gross incompetence. I hang up, shaking. I look at William. He's putting on his coat. It's 12 p.m. Where are you going? I whisper. Lunch, he says, and then I have a dentist appointment. I'll be taking the rest of the day as PTO. Self-care is important, right? He walks out. Luke and Brian follow him. Solidarity, Luke mutters. I am left alone with the girls in a broken website. The next month is a slow-motion car crash. We lost the glow-up account. Word got out. Our reputation is tanking. Cash flow is negative. I can't make payroll next week without dipping into my personal savings, which is actually just my credit card. I need a win. We have one major client left. TechFlow, a massive B2B logistics SaaS company. Boring, but they pay $40K a month. We handle their entire web infrastructure and lead gen. It's a complex beast. Servers, APIs, databases. William, Luke, and Brian run it entirely. I don't even know the passwords. I call a team meeting. Okay, team, I say, trying to project confidence. My voice is shaking. We hit a bump with GlowUp, but we are going to pivot. We are going to focus on TechFlow. We need to do a major server migration for them this weekend. William, I need you to lead this. William looks at me. He slides an envelope across the table. White, crisp envelope. Actually, he says, I'm resigning. Effective immediately. My heart stops. You can't. I can, he says. I have accepted a position as VP of Growth at a logistics startup. They offered me double my salary and stock options, and they use data to make decisions. Luke stands up, slides an envelope. Me too. William hired me, senior dev. Brian stands up, slides an envelope. Me 3, head of analytics. I look at the 3 envelopes, then at the 3 men. You're leaving me with the TechFlow migration due in 2 days? That's sabotage. That's unethical. William shrugs. It's at will employment, Emily. Besides, you always said we were holding the agency back. You said our energy was heavy. We're removing the heavy energy. You should be happy. Now you have a fully empathetic workspace. Good luck with the migration. They walk out. They don't even pack boxes. They just leave, like they've been ready to go for months. Which they probably were. Panic sets in. Real, primal panic. The office is just me, Emma, Grace, Sam, and 2 interns. We look at each other. Emma is crying. Grace is hyperventilating. What do we do? Sam asks. Who knows how to run the migration? I can figure it out, I say. I'm the founder. I'm smart. How hard can it be? It's just computers. It's just clicking buttons. I go to William's desk. His computer is locked. I call IT, which is a third-party service. I scream at them until they unlock it. I stare at the screen. It's all black terminals with green text, matrix stuff. I see a folder called TechFlow migration scripts. Okay, this looks promising. I open a file. It says, warning, do not run without backup. Fear-mongering. Men always overstate the risks to feel important. I see a button in the AWS console. It says terminate instance. And another one that says launch instance. I figure to migrate, you have to end the old one and start the new one, right? Logic. So I click terminate on the production server. A little box pops up. Are you sure? I click yes. The little green light turns red. Then it disappears. Okay, step 1 done, I say to the girls. See, I don't need a man to click a mouse. Then I click launch instance on the new one. It asks for a PM key. I don't know what a PM key is. I try typing password 123, error. I try admin, error. Guys, I say. It's not letting me turn the new one on, and the old one is gone. 5 minutes later, my phone rings. It's the CEO of TechFlow. He never calls. He usually emails. Emily. His voice is ice cold. Why is my entire business offline? Why is my customer database returning a 404? Hi Jim, I squeak. We're just mid-migration, just a few hiccups. Hiccups, he roars. My CTO just called me. He says the production server was terminated, deleted, and there's no backup because the automated backup script was on the server you deleted. Did you delete the server? I was just following the... Did you delete it? Yes, I whisper. Silence. Long, expensive silence. I'm losing $10,000 a minute, he says. I am suing you. I am suing you for every penny you have. I am suing you for negligence. Do not touch anything else. You are fired. Click. The fallout is biblical. TechFlow sues. They want $2 million in damages. My insurance provider laughs, says gross negligence isn't covered when the CEO manually overrides safety warnings. I lose the lawsuit. The company assets are seized. The computers, the desks, the neon sign. I have to lay off everyone. Grace cries the hardest. But Emily, I thought we were a safe space. Safe spaces cost money, Grace. I scream at her, finally snapping. I need coders. I need nerds. I need men who know how to restart a server. She looks at me with horror. You've internalized the patriarchy, she whispers, and leaves. I am alone. I declare Chapter 7 personal bankruptcy. My dad refuses to bail me out. I gave you $200,000, Emily. You turned it into a lawsuit. Learn the value of $1. My condo is foreclosed. I have to sell my designer clothes on Depop. I move into a basement studio apartment in a bad neighborhood. I apply for marketing jobs. Nobody will hire me. My name is poison in the industry. The glow-up disaster is a case study in marketing textbooks now. How not to launch a brand. 6 months later, I am working at a retail clothing store in the mall, folding sweaters, making $16 an hour. My feet hurt. My manicure is gone. I wear a name tag that says Emily. No CEO, no founder, just Emily. It's a Tuesday afternoon. Store is empty, except for a group of guys walking in, laughing, loud, happy. I freeze. It's them. William, Luke, Brian, and a few other guys. They look rich, wearing Patagonia vests and nice watches. William looks healthy. He's laughing at something Luke said. Yeah, the IPO is looking like Q4, William says. My stock options are going to vest, and I'm buying a boat. Luke laughs. A boat? That's a terrible investment, Brian says. ROI on a boat is negative, man. Yeah, but the joy metric is high, William jokes. They all laugh. They are happy. They are successful. They are building things. I duck behind a rack of clearance jeans, heart pounding. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. They stop right in front of my section. William picks up a grey hoodie. Hey, this is nice. Might get it for the office. AC is cold. He turns. He sees me. I'm holding a pile of unfolded denim. My hair is messy. I look tired. Our eyes lock. I brace myself. I wait for him to say, hey look, it's the visionary. I wait for him to destroy me, to relish his victory. But he doesn't. His face softens. It's not anger. It's not triumph. It's pity. He looks at me like you look at a stray dog in the rain. Sad but not your problem. He nods. A quick, polite nod. Emily, he says, quietly, acknowledging I exist. Then he turns back to Luke. Nah, actually, I don't need it. Let's go get lunch. Steakhouse? I'm buying, Luke says. They walk away, out of the store, into their bright, successful future. I watch them go. The store is silent. My manager walks by. A 19-year-old girl named Kaylee. Emily, you're zoning out again, she snaps. Can you please refold this table? It looks messy. It doesn't align with the visual standards. I look at the table. I look at Kaylee. I want to scream. I want to say, I used to be a CEO, but I don't, because the data says I am a retail associate, and the data doesn't lie. Yes, Kaylee, I say. I'm on it. I start folding, left over right, smooth the fabric, repeat, forever until my shift ends. At least I don't have to think about the server anymore. I guess I found my empty space after all, only it's not a campaign. It's my life.